FNCS champions Kanata and Agers drop at the best drop spot of all of Chapter 4, and here's why. Kanata and Agers drop at the center map POI known as Drift Ridge, or quote-unquote racetrack as often nicknamed. This drop spot was added in Chapter 4 Season 2, but it has always had a huge advantage over other POIs, including the Mythic and Vault POIs, which I will touch on later. Racetrack has a huge amount of materials with over 1,000 metal just inside of it. That's enough metal to give a full duo maximum metal. It also has 24 possible chest spawns, 6 coolers, 25 floor loot spawns, and a large reason to landing there is also just because of the slurp truck, which means an instant max health for a spawn. You also get 8 slurp or slap barrels, is a combination of the few, for healing up after off-spawn fights, as well as 3 more to the southeast, where there is also 6 more chests. In case you are low on gold, Racetrack also provides a gold vault, which means a free reroll in competitive, a cashier, which means another 25 gold, and a vending machine in case you have EMPs. Basically, you have as many augments of your choice as you want. Amazing. In addition to this, Racetrack also has a bonus for each season that has been added since. When it was first added in Season 2, it already had the large bonus of its Slurp Chuck, Metal, and a Cooler map, which was really useful because Season 2 was the heal-off meta, if you remember. However, to the west it also had 2 kinetic blade spawns, and then another one a little bit farther than that. These clips are from this season, which is Season 4 when I'm filming this, so the kinetic blades aren't there anymore, but the spawns still are, so you can see where they were. Next season, during which Kanata and Agers won FNCS on NAC, or NA Central, kinetic blades were actually removed because of a glitch, but a new mechanic was added, called mudsliding, which was also technically a glitch, but it wasn't really fixed until the end of the season. Racetrack happened to be just a few feet away from the new jungle biome, where you could find mud to help you rotate into zone, as well as the fact that it is center zone, which means you basically always get to zone in time. In the same season, a vault was added at Secluded Spire, or how most people know it as Castle, to the north. This vault always seemed to spawn, even though it should have a much lower chance, about 50% chance. It seemed to have like a 90% chance. And so if you dropped at Racetrack, you could easily push the often contested castle to get slurps and mythic flapjack rifles for your team, which were very, very good. In duos, this also gave you 3 points in tournaments, which is amazing. Now this season, the mudded sliding glitch was fixed, and the old vaults were pretty much removed. However, forecast towers were added. And while this at first doesn't seem like a huge change, forecast towers bosses drop the golden twin mag AR, which is extremely broken and hits for about 40 damage body shot and about 55 damage headshot, a slurp juice, and gives you the forecast perk after you capture it, which reveals the next zone forever, and is really, really, really useful and competitive. Why is all of this important? Because there are 3 forecast towers in the game at a time, each with the possibility of one of 2 spawns. One of those towers either spawns a little bit to the west of Racetrack, or a little bit to the east of Racetrack. This means that Racetrack has a guaranteed forecast tower, which is insane and competitive. This means that 1, you have all of that metal, you are so set for endgame because you already have the forecast perk, and an OP rifle, and 2 slips. Now you just need your cash, and both of the people in your duo have 2 slips. Racetrack also just has a lot of rotation advantages. Obviously in Season 3 it had a huge advantage of the mud being nearby, and also a vault to the north. However, it's also just center map, so it is more likely for you to be closer to zone. This season, however, going to the jungle after getting the forecast tower is also a really good idea, just because you can get surge tags using the new slurp plants, which actually is from last season as well, but people didn't really use them as much. And that can allow you to get a lot of surge tags in competitive, and is really, really useful. You can also push castle and create a surge base on top in competitive, especially since you have the golden AR, which hits like a truck. Because of all these reasons, I would really recommend dropping a race track a bit when you're playing like ranked or just like even pubs or maybe in tournaments. There's gonna be a new chapter soon, so you might not have a lot of these drops anymore. And especially since we're going to be going back in time to the first chapter. So I would just recommend it, just so that you don't miss out. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's a bit shorter than usual. However, it's pretty good, I think. I haven't actually finished the video when I'm recording this, so yeah. Thanks for all the support on the last video. And watch Copenhagen. Or actually, this will probably be out after Copenhagen. I hope Copenhagen went well. Yeah. I will see you next time. Subscribe.